Big shout out to Arsenal for winning the Premier League. It has been 22 years since their fans have seen them hoist the trophy. I know that's a long time. As a Barcelona fan myself, I have never had to wait that long in my lifetime to see them hoist the trophy. So I couldn't imagine what it's like. But I've been watching this Arsenal team all year. I've been watching Arteta. I've been watching how the team just moves and scores and wins games and grinds out results. I was trying to think in my mind, like, what is a team that I can compare to this Arsenal team to explain to people, like, basically how they got it done. And so I have a few comparisons for you. Let me know what you guys think. So my first comparison is a crazy one. I was thinking about the New England Patriots. I know people are like, what, the Patriots? They've won so much over the last few years. Tom Brady got all those Super Bowls. I understand that. That's not necessarily what I'm comparing them to. The Patriots, especially during the years where Tom Brady got a little bit older, Bill Belichick and the Patriots just put together a team and an offense that was never going to really kill you with like big plays the ways the Chiefs did of the last few years. They were more so a team that would kill you with 1,000 cuts, right? Death by 1,000 cuts. And Brady would he was so accurate. He would break you down with these slant routes and it'd be for 5, 6, 7 yards a pop. And they would control the clock. One offensive possession would take like 10 minutes. And that kind of feels like how Arsenal has played this year, right? They haven't really killed you. They haven't really outscored too many opponents. But they were able to grind out the results, sometimes 1-0, sometimes 2-1, whatever it may be. And it was given Tom Brady and the Patriots because that's how you set up a dynasty to win over the course of many years by a well-constructed roster. But if not them, I was thinking, okay, maybe they were more like the San Antonio Spurs when they had Ginobili and Tony Parker, and in this picture, Kawhi Leonard and Patty Mills. They were a team that, once again, wasn't super flashy like the Lakers were at the time, but they still got it done. They grinded out results. They played defense. Everybody on the team knew the role they played. And the Spurs were always a tough opponent. Every single time you would come up against the Spurs, you knew where you were coming against. Tim Duncan, one of the Hall of Famer power forwards, would just kill you with his fundamentals. And it's like, yes, they have a lot of Hall of Famers, so that one's probably still not a fair comparison considering Greg Popovich's Spurs won a lot as well over those years. But it did look a little bit closer to them, but I think I got one more team that was a little bit closer. So for me, this Arsenal side is like the 2011 Dallas Mavericks. If you watched this season from Dallas Mavericks, you knew that Dirk Nowitzki was just super consistent and quality, and he would never drop that 60, 70 point game, but he was always going to give you an efficient game, 30 points, around 30 points. And this team made a run in the NBA Finals, or to the NBA Finals in the playoffs, beating some very good teams. And they did it with just all these role players. You had Jason Terry and older Jason Kidd and Stevenson and all these random players. And it was just one of those things. That's how Arsenal looked this year. They just grinded out results, and the players themselves, I wouldn't say that they're bad players. They're all going to, a lot of the players going to play this summer, probably play really well. But they grinded out results and they got it done, and they could potentially win another trophy in next week against PSG in the Champions League final. So shout out to them. Overall, man, Arteta and Arsenal just trusted the process. I mean, if you look at the last few years, 8th, 5th, 2nd, and 1st. And the fans, they were known as the team that was going to bottle the league, right? And they kind of did do it over the last few years, but none of that matters now because they got it done, and they were easily the most consistent team in the Champions League and in the Premier League this whole season. They grinded out, they got their results, and it's just an amazing thing to see. And Arteta deserves all the praise he gets. Yes, he could be more bold in some of his tactics, but at the end of the day, it's about lifting the trophy, and Arsenal was able to do that. So shout out to them.